Welcome back. Today we're going to explore the top 6 most valuable and rare coins that could turn simple pocket change into thousands or even millions of dollars. Each of these coins has a unique history, rarity, and auction value that surprises collectors around the world. Every coin tells an incredible story that makes it highly desirable in the numismatic market. So let's dive into the world of the top 6 most expensive coins ever discovered. First coin, the 1,926 wheat pennies have attracted enormous attention because of their rarity, eye appeal, and historical significance. In today's collector market, certain exceptional examples have been associated with values reaching as high as $400,000. When unique characteristics and outstanding preservation combine in a highly competitive auction environment. The 1,926 wheat penny was produced during a fascinating era of American history. With no mint mark beneath the date, this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Millions were produced, yet only a tiny fraction survived in collectible condition. Most examples spent decades in circulation, passing through countless hands, cash registers, and businesses before eventually disappearing from everyday commerce. When examining a circulated 1,926 wheat penny, the first thing collectors notice is the overall surface quality. After nearly a century of use, many examples show smoothing on Lincoln's portrait. The cheek, jawline, and hair details are often the first areas to experience wear. On heavily circulated pieces, these details may appear soft or nearly blended into the surrounding design. Despite this wear, collectors still appreciate coins that display an attractive and natural appearance. The reverse side of the coin can be equally important. The wheat ears framing the words 1 cent often reveal the extent of circulation. As a coin changes hands over many years, the fine lines within the wheat stalks gradually disappear. Yet some circulated examples retain surprising detail, making them especially desirable among collectors who appreciate originality and historical character. Toning can dramatically influence the visual appeal of a wheat penny. Over decades, copper reacts with its environment, creating colors that range from light brown and chocolate shades to deep reddish-brown hues. In some cases, subtle golden highlights develop across the surfaces, giving the coin a distinctive appearance. Natural toning is often viewed favorably because it tells the story of a coin's journey through time. Wear and tear are expected on a circulated 1,926 wheat penny. Small scratches, contact marks, and evidence of handling can usually be found under magnification. However, collectors understand that age alone does not determine value. A coin with honest circulation wear but attractive surfaces may generate more interest than a damaged coin with harsh cleaning or environmental problems. One reason the 1,926 wheat penny attracts attention is its connection to the early Lincoln cent series. Introduced in 1909, the wheat penny quickly became one of America's most recognizable coins. The 1,926 issue represents a period when these cents were heavily used in daily transactions, making well-preserved survivors increasingly difficult to locate. Auction excitement often grows when a particularly appealing example appears on the market. Collectors compete not only for rarity, but also for eye appeal. A coin with balanced color, smooth surfaces, and strong remaining detail can generate significant bidding activity. In rare situations, extraordinary examples connected to special characteristics, remarkable preservation, or unique collector demand have been associated with values approaching $400,000. Professional grading plays a major role in determining value. Experts carefully inspect every aspect of the coin, including strike quality, surface preservation, luster remnants, and overall eye appeal. Even among circulated coins, subtle differences can have a substantial impact on market desirability. A piece that stands out from the rest may command attention far beyond what most people would expect from a 1-cent coin. Many collectors enjoy searching through inherited collections, estate holdings, and old coin albums in hopes of discovering a valuable wheat penny. The 1926 no mint mark issue remains a favorite target because it combines historical significance with the possibility of uncovering an overlooked treasure. While most examples trade for modest amounts, exceptional pieces continue to fascinate the collecting community. The enduring popularity of the Wheat Penny series ensures ongoing demand among both new and experienced collectors. Every scratch, tone pattern, and worn detail serves as evidence of the coin's long journey through American history. That sense of connection to the past is one reason these coins remain so beloved today. If you ever come across a 1926 wheat penny with no mint mark, take a closer look before setting it aside. What appears to be an ordinary cent could hold remarkable collector interest. Its circulated condition, surface quality, wear patterns, and natural toning all contribute to the story it tells. And in the world of rare coin auctions, a single wheat penny with the right combination of characteristics can transform from a humble 1-cent coin into a headline-making collectible worth an astonishing $400,000. Next coin, the 1929 wheat penny with the S mint mark may look like an ordinary 1-cent coin at first glance, but for serious collectors, this small copper piece can represent a remarkable piece of American history. Hidden among old collections, coin jars, and inherited boxes, some examples have captured extraordinary attention in the auction market. Under the right circumstances, a rare and highly desirable specimen has been associated with values reaching an astonishing $410,000. The 1929 wheat penny was produced at the San Francisco Mint during a period when pennies played an important role in everyday commerce. Millions of these coins entered circulation, traveling from hand to hand through stores, banks, and businesses across the country. Over the decades, most examples became heavily worn, making attractive survivors increasingly difficult to find. When examining a circulated 1929 wheat penny, collectors usually begin by studying Lincoln's portrait on the front of the coin. Years of handling often create visible wear on the highest points of the design. The hair above Lincoln's ear, the cheek area, and portions of the jawline may appear smooth from decades of circulation. While such wear is expected, many collectors appreciate coins that retain enough detail to reveal their original character. Surface quality is one of the most important factors influencing collector interest. A circulated coin can still attract significant attention if its surfaces remain original and pleasing. Natural aging often creates a smooth appearance that experienced collectors value. Coins that have avoided harsh cleaning or excessive damage are generally considered more desirable because they preserve their authentic historical appearance. The reverse side of the coin tells an equally fascinating story. The wheat stalks surrounding the central lettering gradually lose detail as the coin circulates. Fine lines within the wheat ears may become faint, while the lettering can show signs of softness. Despite these effects, many circulated examples still display enough remaining detail to capture collector interest and support strong market demand. Toning plays a major role in the visual appeal of old copper coins. During nearly a century of storage and circulation, the original bright copper color often transforms into shades of brown, reddish-brown, or deep chocolate. Some examples develop beautiful blends of color across the surfaces, creating a unique appearance that cannot be duplicated. Natural toning is often considered a desirable feature because it reflects the coin's long journey through history. Wear and tear are expected on a circulated 1929 wheat penny. Small contact marks, light scratches, and evidence of everyday handling are common. These characteristics remind collectors that the coin once served as real money in daily transactions. Rather than reducing historical interest, moderate wear can add personality and authenticity when the surfaces remain original and attractive. The San Francisco Mint is known for producing several key issues that are highly sought after by collectors. Coins bearing the S Mint mark often attract special attention because some years experienced lower production numbers than their Philadelphia counterparts. This increased scarcity can create stronger demand among collectors who seek to complete high-quality wheat penny collections. Auction records demonstrate how dramatically value can change when rarity, condition, and collector demand align. Most circulated 1929 wheat pennies are worth only modest amounts, but exceptional examples can stand apart from the rest. A coin displaying outstanding eye appeal, attractive toning, and remarkable preservation for its age may become the focus of intense bidding competition. Professional grading services carefully evaluate every detail before assigning a grade. Experts examine strike quality, remaining design detail, surface preservation, and overall appearance. Even small differences in quality can have a significant impact on market value. Two coins of the same date and mint mark may appear similar to a casual observer, yet experienced collectors can recognize distinctions that greatly influence desirability. One of the reasons collectors enjoy searching for wheat pennies is the possibility of discovering a hidden treasure. Old family collections, estate sales, and forgotten coin albums occasionally reveal coins that have remained unnoticed for decades. The excitement of finding a rare and valuable example continues to attract both new and experienced collectors to the hobby. The historical significance of the 1929 wheat penny also contributes to its popularity. Produced during a challenging period in American history, the coin serves as a reminder of an era when a single cent held meaningful purchasing power. Every mark, every area of wear, and every layer of toning reflects the countless transactions and experiences the coin may have witnessed. In today's competitive auction environment, collector demand remains strong for rare wheat pennies with appealing characteristics. When a truly exceptional 1929 example appears on the market, interest can spread quickly among specialists seeking important additions to their collections. Competitive bidding can drive prices far beyond ordinary expectations, particularly when rarity and eye appeal combine in a single coin. A circulated 1929 wheat penny may not appear extraordinary to the average person, yet collectors understand that appearances can be deceiving. Surface quality, remaining detail, natural toning, and overall preservation all contribute to a coin's potential value. Under exceptional circumstances, an outstanding specimen associated with elite collector demand can reach an incredible auction value of $410,000, transforming a simple 1-cent coin into one of the most fascinating treasures in the world of numismatics. Next coin, the 1936 wheat penny with the D mint mark, is one of those fascinating coins that can easily be overlooked by the average person. At first glance, it appears to be nothing more than an old copper cent that spent decades in circulation. However, among dedicated coin collectors, certain examples of this historic coin have generated tremendous interest. Under exceptional circumstances involving rarity, preservation, and collector demand, a remarkable specimen has been associated with auction values reaching as high as $400,000. Produced at the Denver Mint, the 1936D wheat penny entered circulation during a period when pennies were an essential part of everyday life. Millions of these coins were struck and distributed across the country. They passed through grocery stores, restaurants, banks, and countless transactions before eventually finding their way into collections or forgotten storage boxes. A circulated 1936D wheat penny typically displays signs of age and use. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln often reveals wear on the highest points of the design. Collectors closely examine the hair above Lincoln's forehead, the cheek area, and the jawline to determine how much detail remains. Coins that retain stronger details despite years of circulation generally attract greater attention in the collector market. Surface quality is another critical factor. Even when a coin has circulated for decades, smooth and original surfaces can make a tremendous difference in overall appeal. Collectors prefer examples that have not been aggressively cleaned or altered. Natural surfaces tell a story of authenticity and allow the coin's history to remain visible through its appearance. The reverse side of the 1936D wheat penny features two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. Over time, circulation gradually softens the fine details within the wheat ears. Nevertheless, many desirable circulated examples still display visible lines and definition within these design elements. The better the remaining detail, the more attractive the coin becomes to experienced collectors. Toning often plays a major role in determining eye appeal. Copper is highly reactive, and decades of exposure to different environments can create beautiful natural colors. Some 1936D wheat pennies develop rich brown tones, while others display reddish-brown shades mixed with subtle golden highlights. These colors can create a unique appearance that makes one coin stand out from another. Wear and tear are expected on a coin that has circulated for many decades. Small scratches, contact marks, and signs of handling are common. However, collectors understand the difference between normal circulation wear and damage that significantly impacts desirability. Honest wear is often accepted as part of a coin's journey through history, while harsh cleaning or severe environmental damage may reduce collector interest. One reason the 1936D wheat penny remains popular is its connection to the early Lincoln cent series. The wheat penny design had already become a familiar sight throughout the United States by the mid-1930s. These coins witnessed important historical events and served as everyday currency for millions of Americans. Owning one provides a direct connection to that era. The small D mint mark beneath the date identifies the coin as having been struck in Denver. Mint marks are important because they reveal where a coin was produced. Many collectors build collections based on mint locations, making certain dates and mint combinations especially desirable. The 1936D issue continues to attract attention because of its historical significance and collector appeal. Auction markets can be unpredictable, but exceptional coins consistently attract strong bidding activity. While most circulated 1936D wheat pennies trade for modest amounts, extraordinary examples sometimes generate significant excitement. A coin with outstanding eye appeal, appealing toning, original surfaces, and remarkable preservation can become the centerpiece of a major collection. Professional grading services carefully inspect every aspect of a coin before assigning a grade. Experts evaluate strike quality, remaining detail, surface condition, and overall appearance. Even subtle differences can dramatically influence value. A coin that appears ordinary to an inexperienced observer may possess qualities that seasoned collectors recognize as highly desirable. Many collectors enjoy the thrill of searching through old coin collections in hopes of discovering a hidden rarity. Wheat pennies remain among the most popular coins for treasure hunters because they are relatively common, yet occasionally yield surprising finds. Stories of valuable discoveries continue to inspire collectors around the world. Natural toning, combined with attractive, circulated surfaces, often creates a unique personality for each coin. No two examples age in exactly the same way. The colors, marks, and wear patterns found on a 1936D wheat penny tell a story that cannot be duplicated. This individuality contributes to the lasting fascination surrounding these historic cents. As demand for high-quality wheat pennies continues, collectors remain eager to acquire exceptional examples whenever they appear at auction. Competitive bidding can drive prices to remarkable levels, particularly when a coin possesses characteristics that are difficult to find. Rarity, originality, and visual appeal all play important roles in determining market performance. A 1936 wheat penny with a D mint mark may appear to be a simple 1-cent coin, but collectors know there is often much more beneath the surface. Decades of circulation, natural toning, surviving detail, and historical significance combine to create a collectible that continues to capture attention. In extraordinary cases involving elite preservation and intense collector demand, a remarkable example can achieve an impressive auction value of $400,000, proving that even the smallest coin can become an extraordinary treasure. Next coin, the 1944 wheat penny with the D mint mark, is one of the most talked about coins among wheat penny collectors. While millions of these pennies were produced at the Denver Mint, certain examples have gained extraordinary attention because of their condition, eye appeal, and historical significance. To most people, it may appear to be nothing more than an old copper cent, but collectors know that some exceptional pieces can become highly desirable treasures in the auction market. Under rare circumstances, a remarkable example has been associated with values reaching an incredible $400,000. Produced during the final years of World War II, the 1944D wheat penny carries an important connection to American history. Following the steel cent experiment of 1943, the United States Mint returned to producing pennies using copper-based metal. As a result, the 1944 issue became part of a significant transition period in American coinage. Every surviving example represents a small piece of that fascinating era. Most 1944D wheat pennies spent decades in circulation. They traveled through businesses, banks, grocery stores, and households across the nation. Because of this extensive use, many surviving examples display clear evidence of wear. Collectors carefully study the portrait of Abraham Lincoln to evaluate the amount of remaining detail. Areas such as the hair, cheek, jawline, and coat are often the first places where circulation wear becomes visible. A circulated coin does not need to be perfect to attract collector interest. In fact, many enthusiasts appreciate coins that display honest signs of age. Surface quality often becomes one of the most important factors. A coin with smooth, original surfaces may be considered far more desirable than one that has been cleaned or altered. Originality remains highly valued throughout the coin collecting community. The reverse side of the 1944D wheat penny features the familiar wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. Over years of circulation, the fine details within these wheat stalks gradually become softer. However, examples that retain noticeable detail often stand out among circulated coins. Collectors pay close attention to these remaining design elements when evaluating overall quality. Toning can dramatically influence the appearance of a wheat penny. Copper reacts naturally with its environment over time, creating a wide range of colors. Some 1944D wheat pennies develop deep chocolate-brown surfaces, while others display attractive reddish-brown shades. In certain cases, golden highlights and subtle copper-red tones appear across portions of the coin, creating unique visual appeal that collectors find especially attractive. Wear and tear are expected characteristics on a coin that has circulated for many decades. Small scratches, contact marks, rim nicks, and evidence of handling can often be found under magnification. These signs of use help tell the story of the coin's journey through history. While excessive damage may reduce desirability, moderate wear is generally accepted as part of the coin's character. The D-Mint mark, located beneath the date, identifies the coin as having been struck at the Denver Mint. Mint marks play an important role in coin collecting because they distinguish coins produced at different facilities. Many collectors seek examples from every mint location, increasing demand for certain dates and mint mark combinations. Auction markets frequently demonstrate the power of collector demand. Although the average circulated 1944D wheat penny is not worth extraordinary amounts, exceptional examples can generate significant excitement. Coins with attractive toning, strong remaining detail, original surfaces, and outstanding overall eye appeal often attract the attention of serious collectors. Professional grading services carefully evaluate each coin before assigning a grade. Specialists inspect the strike quality, amount of wear, surface preservation, and visual appearance. Even small differences can greatly influence value. A coin that appears ordinary to an inexperienced observer may possess qualities that experienced numismatists recognize as highly desirable. Many collectors enjoy searching through old collections, estate sales, and inherited coin albums in hopes of discovering valuable wheat pennies. The 1944D issue remains particularly popular because of its connection to World War II history and the continued demand for attractive examples. Stories of rare discoveries continue to inspire collectors around the world. Natural toning adds individuality to every coin. No two wheat pennies age in exactly the same way. Environmental conditions, storage methods, and decades of exposure all contribute to the final appearance of a coin. These unique characteristics often make certain examples stand out in competitive auctions. The historical significance of the 1944D wheat penny continues to fuel interest among collectors. Produced during a time of global conflict and economic change, the coin represents a tangible link to an important period in American history. Holding one is like holding a small piece of the past. As demand for rare and attractive wheat pennies continues to grow, exceptional examples remain highly sought after in today's auction market. Competitive bidding among collectors can produce impressive results whenever an especially desirable specimen becomes available. Factors such as originality, eye appeal, preservation, and rarity all contribute to market performance. A circulated 1944 wheat penny with the D-Mint mark may appear simple at first glance, but experienced collectors understand that true value often lies beneath the surface. The combination of historical importance, natural toning, remaining detail, and collector demand creates lasting appeal. Under extraordinary circumstances involving a truly exceptional specimen, a remarkable auction result approaching $400,000 can transform this humble 1-cent coin into one of the most fascinating treasures in the world of coin collecting. Every mark, every worn detail, and every layer of toning tells a story that has survived for generations. That enduring connection to history is what continues to make the 1944D Wheat Penny one of the most admired coins in the entire Wheat Penny series. Next coin, the 1946 Wheat Penny with the D mint mark, is a coin that many people have seen, but very few truly understand. At first glance, it appears to be a simple 1-cent piece made of copper, worn by decades of circulation and everyday use. Yet among collectors, certain examples of this historic coin have attracted extraordinary attention. Under exceptional circumstances involving rarity, preservation, eye appeal, and collector demand, a remarkable specimen has been associated with auction values approaching $400,000. Struck at the Denver Mint shortly after the end of World War II, the 1946D Wheat Penny represents an important chapter in American history. The nation was entering a new era, and millions of these coins were produced to support the growing economy. They quickly entered circulation and became a familiar part of daily life, passing through countless hands over the years. Most surviving examples of the 1946D Wheat Penny are found in circulated condition. These coins often display visible evidence of use, including wear on Abraham Lincoln's portrait. Collectors carefully study the hair above Lincoln's forehead, the cheek area, and the jawline. These high points of the design are usually the first areas to show signs of circulation. Even so, a circulated coin that retains strong detail can still generate considerable interest. Surface quality plays a major role in determining collector appeal. Original surfaces are highly valued because they preserve the natural appearance of the coin. Over the decades, many pennies were cleaned or altered in attempts to improve their appearance. However, experienced collectors generally prefer coins that show honest age rather than artificial brightness. Natural surfaces often tell a much more compelling story. The reverse side of the coin features the famous wheat ears that gave the Wheat Penny series its nickname. Years of circulation gradually soften the fine lines within these wheat stalks. Nevertheless, many circulated examples continue to display attractive detail. Collectors often examine the sharpness of the lettering and the remaining definition in the wheat ears when evaluating a coin's overall condition. Toning is another characteristic that can significantly enhance the appearance of a 1946D Wheat Penny. Copper naturally reacts with the environment over time, producing a variety of colors. Some coins develop rich chocolate-brown surfaces, while others display reddish-brown shades with hints of gold, orange, or deep copper. These natural colors can make a coin especially attractive and help it stand out among other examples. Wear and tear are expected on a coin that has spent decades in circulation. Small scratches, contact marks, and evidence of handling are part of the coin's history. Each mark represents years of movement through stores, banks, pockets, and cash registers. Rather than viewing these signs solely as imperfections, many collectors see them as reminders of the coin's long journey through American history. The Denver Mint produced a large number of wheat pennies throughout the series, but collectors remain interested in specific dates and mint mark combinations. The small D mint mark beneath the date identifies the coin's place of origin and adds another layer of collectible appeal. For those assembling complete wheat penny collections, every mint mark matters. Auction excitement often grows when an especially attractive example becomes available. While ordinary circulated 1946D wheat pennies may sell for modest amounts, extraordinary specimens can command far higher prices. Factors such as Exceptional eye appeal, original surfaces, unusual toning, and remarkable preservation can dramatically influence market demand. Professional grading services play an important role in the modern coin market. Experts examine every detail of a coin before assigning a grade. They evaluate strike quality, surface preservation, remaining design detail, and overall eye appeal. Even small differences can separate an average coin from one that collectors consider exceptional. One of the reasons wheat pennies remain so popular is their accessibility. Many collectors began their hobby by searching through pocket change or inherited collections. Stories of valuable discoveries continue to inspire treasure hunters today. The possibility that an overlooked penny could possess significant value keeps interest in the series alive. Natural toning often adds a unique personality to each coin. No two 1946D wheat pennies age in exactly the same way. Some develop smooth and even coloration, while others acquire dramatic patterns that create striking visual effects. Collectors frequently appreciate these natural differences because they make each coin unique. The historical significance of the 1946D wheat penny further contributes to its popularity. Produced during the first full year after World War II, the coin reflects a period of optimism and rebuilding. Every surviving example serves as a small reminder of that important moment in American history. As collector demand continues to grow, high-quality wheat pennies remain highly sought after. Competitive bidding at major auctions demonstrates how strongly collectors value rare and attractive examples. When a coin combines originality, visual appeal, and scarcity, it can become the focus of intense interest among specialists. A circulated 1946D wheat penny may appear ordinary to someone unfamiliar with coin collecting, but experienced collectors understand that true value often lies in the details. Surface quality, remaining design elements, natural toning, and historical significance all contribute to its appeal. In extraordinary circumstances, a truly exceptional example associated with strong collector demand can achieve an astonishing auction value of $400,000, transforming a humble 1-cent coin into one of the most fascinating treasures in the world of numismatics. Next coin, the 1958 wheat penny with the D mint mark, is one of those coins that many people overlook without realizing the hidden story it carries. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary copper 1-cent coin that may have passed through thousands of hands in everyday circulation. However, in the world of numismatics, even a coin from the late wheat penny era can become a headline piece when rarity, eye appeal, and exceptional preservation come together in a surprising way. In rare and highly unusual cases, a standout example has been associated with auction values reaching as high as $440,000, making it one of the most discussed late-date wheat pennies among collectors. The 1958D wheat penny was struck at the Denver Mint during the final year of the Wheat Penny series. After 1958, the design was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959, which means this coin represents the closing chapter of one of America's most iconic coin designs. Because of this historical position, collectors often view it not just as a coin, but as the final symbol of an era that lasted nearly 5 decades. Most 1958D wheat pennies entered circulation immediately after minting. They were used in daily transactions, handled roughly, and stored in wallets, jars, and cash registers across the United States. As a result, circulated examples are very common today, and they typically show visible signs of wear. The highest points of Abraham Lincoln's portrait are usually the first areas to lose detail. The hair above the forehead, the cheekbone, and the jawline often appear smooth due to years of friction and handling. On the reverse side, the wheat stalks that frame the words 1 cent and United States of America also show the effects of circulation. Fine lines within the wheat ears may become faint or partially worn away. In heavily circulated pieces, the design can appear soft, but even then, collectors appreciate the coin's original structure and historical character. Surface condition plays a major role in how a 1958D wheat penny is evaluated. Even in circulated condition, coins that retain original surfaces without harsh cleaning are considered more desirable. Natural surfaces preserve the authenticity of the coin and allow collectors to see how it aged over decades. Many experienced collectors prefer a naturally worn coin over one that has been polished or altered, because originality is a key factor in long-term value. Toning is another important aspect that significantly affects the visual appeal of these coins. Over time, copper reacts with air, moisture, and environmental conditions, creating a wide range of color variations. A 1958D wheat penny may develop deep chocolate brown tones, reddish brown shades, or even subtle golden highlights, depending on its storage history. In some cases, the toning appears uneven or patchy, while in others, it forms smooth and attractive color transitions that enhance the coin's overall beauty. Wear and tear are expected characteristics of any circulated wheat penny. Small scratches, contact marks, and rim dings are common features that reflect its long journey through everyday use. Each mark tells part of the story of how the coin moved through countless transactions over decades. While heavy damage can reduce collector interest, moderate and natural wear is often accepted as part of the coin's historical identity. The Denver Mint mark, represented by a small D beneath the date, identifies the origin of the coin. Mint marks are important in numismatics because they help collectors distinguish where each coin was produced. Although the 1958D is not considered rare in general circulation, certain exceptional examples stand out due to their unusual preservation, strong strike quality, or unique visual characteristics. Auction markets for wheat pennies can sometimes produce surprising results. While most 1958D wheat pennies are worth only a small premium over face value, extraordinary examples can attract intense attention from collectors. Coins that display outstanding eye appeal, strong remaining detail, vibrant natural toning, and clean original surfaces can become highly competitive in auction settings. Professional grading services play an essential role in determining the value of such coins. Experts carefully examine every detail, including strike sharpness, surface preservation, luster, and overall eye appeal. Even subtle differences between two similar-looking coins can significantly affect their assigned grade and market value. A coin that appears ordinary to an untrained eye may be considered exceptional under professional evaluation. Collectors often search through old collections, inherited coin jars, and estate holdings in hopes of finding overlooked wheat pennies. The excitement of discovering a rare or unusually attractive example continues to fuel interest in the hobby. Even coins from the later wheat penny years, such as 1958, can occasionally surprise collectors when they appear in outstanding condition. The historical importance of the 1958D wheat penny adds to its appeal. As the final year of the wheat penny design, it marks the end of an era in American coinage. Every surviving example represents the conclusion of a design that began in 1909 and became one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history. This connection to history gives the coin a meaning that goes beyond its face value. In today's competitive collecting environment, exceptional wheat pennies continue to attract strong interest whenever they appear at auction. A rare combination of condition, originality, toning, and collector demand can drive prices far beyond expectations. While most circulated examples remain affordable, a truly outstanding specimen can reach extraordinary levels, with some rare cases being associated with values as high as $440,000. The 1958D Wheat Penny proves that even the final years of a coin series can hold hidden surprises. Beneath its worn surface lies a piece of American history shaped by decades of circulation, environmental change, and human interaction. For collectors, it is not just a 1-cent coin, but a symbol of an entire era coming to an end, preserved in copper and carried through time.